Hey guys, so we're doing a rewatch here. This is between Jono as the Rootin' Tootins and Taylor as the Mighty Malians. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm very interested to watch this roll. I felt bad the other day. I had replayed Taylor a few times and and he had won some that were erroneous, and so I needed someone to play in this bracket anyway, so we gave it to Taylor. And so seemed fair. It seemed like he deserved another shot at honor and glory and the possible ability to have the first predictions of the draft. So let's see how this goes. The Malians, for me, when I look at that, well, this is the two. Let's pull up Taylor. The Malians are an infantry civ. Buildings cost 15% less wood. Barracks, so they've got better armor. And their mines last 30% longer. In this sort of a game, that's actually big. I really like their unique unit, the Gabettos. I think are actually a really cool unit. And the town centers, those are powerful town centers. That's a very defensive civ right there. It's interesting. Both teams are in castle right now. We're all very familiar with the Teutons. The Teutons have very good cavalry. They're an all-around civ with a defensive emphasis. They're one of our favorite civs in the tournament, in our games to play. When we look at our game, our populations are neck and neck. Their villager counts are neck and neck. Their military, Taylor's got a little less military than Jono right now. Jono's winning on the KD. We're sitting at 6,000 to 3. Let's see what happens here. So Taylor's come in, and the fight is going, but only for a moment. Jono pushes him out. See, they're going to be fighting over this gold here. And Taylor is putting pressure on Jono. We've got, so scores right now indicate Jono's behind by almost 1,000 points. And Taylor's up trying to take out this oh no, he's trying to take out the town center. Putting a lot of pressure on Jono. Jono's building a bunch of hand cannoneers to counter, and now Jono's pushing on Taylor. Taylor, we see, has moved forward and up. Looks like Jono has attacked Taylor. So again, Jono's KD is almost 2-to-1 right now. And the scores are even. And we move forward into some siege. These guys are just going nuts. We've got all of the hand cannoneers. Jono's holding like a champion. Pushing back. We need to be better about our use of rams. It only takes one. If you can just defend one, you're good. You know, computers are much better at cooking than we are, as far as, you know, having a healthy mix of troops. And okay, so Jono is now pushed forward. Jono's up 5,000 points almost on 4,000 points on Taylor, and he just swooped that silent do, and here he goes. On the edge over here, we see that they're just surrounding all of these buildings. Our military, it's still close as far as that goes. Our KD is favoring Jono still. Holy cow. And Jono's trying to take out this castle as well. A lot of skirmishers. One of these games is going to turn into trash wars or what? Things are getting serious. Jono's up by 4,000 points at this point on Taylor. Looks like everyone's running out of gold because we're seeing a lot of trash wars going on here. which I don't know who that favors. I definitely can see that Jono is up on the villager count, but Taylor's up on the military count. Let's get crazy. Oh, I love these big battles. We don't get enough of them. Everyone's just throwing. We're just skirmishing to the max right now. Taylor's got no one on gold. Well, he's spending it as fast. I don't know what. Oh, that must be his relic, is what that is. But Taylor is spending his resources as fast as he can. If he could spend his wood faster, he would. I think that these trebs are valuable at this point. You gotta protect those things, but whatever. And they are just throwing everything they can. They're trying to sling. This is just one wall of who can push the other at this point. And it looks like Taylor's moved. Taylor's pushed the wall back. They were here. You can see they've bumped it up to. Taylor's got troops here now, and he's taking out a castle with skirmishers. That's a mistake. Oh, but Taylor's building the onagers. I think that's the unit you need to fight all of this. It's one of my favorite units. Taylor is spending every single penny as fast as he can. Oh, and he retreats. I don't know why there was a retreat there. Castle is halfway dead. But he pulls back. He's probably running out of military because it looks like Jono's got a military advantage here. And Jono just can't seem to get in. Jono's got, you can see map dominance is totally Jono and the score dominance is Jono as well. We're gonna see. Taylor pushes Jono back again, and it's back to fighting on the castle. It's been repaired. I love this skirmishers attacking a castle thing. This is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Like, okay, guys. But he's got the trap. That's what he needs on that. And they push that back. Now they're on to Jono. And Jono's still up 2,000 points on Taylor, but it's neck and neck, man. No one can establish dominance on the other end. Here goes Jono. Jono's starting to push back now. Is he going to retreat? He is going to retreat. Pull your tribe back. Military-wise, it's 165, 168. So their militaries are identical. This is just a very even match between two powerhouse civs. I'm amazed that this thing's still alive. Oh. But Taylor is once again holding as Jono is knocking on his door. But Jono's still up. And they've pushed back again. And this time they're kind of going down the edge as well. And hitting the castle. This is just skirmisher wars. Run out of gold and skirmisher war. Get that trap back first. Whatever. Taylor seems to have moved forward. We're now 43 to 42. Neck and neck. and building is fast. I love watching this. What does Jono's resources look like? Similar look. And it's just all of the skirmishers. Apparently skirmishers are the king of the trash unit, even though we always build halbs. Maybe I need to start building more skirmishers. Maybe that's the hole in my game that I've been missing. And Taylor's got more military than Jono does. But Jono's on the front. And we're back. He's been pushed back and forward and back, and now they move forward, going back at the castle again. Jono's building more villagers, and there it goes. Taylor's got a couple of trebs this time. He's meaning business. It is 48 to 48. The score is tied right now, with Taylor being on the positional advantage on the map. This game is pretty crazy. And another castle falls. This is starting to look... This is the best that Taylor's looked getting in, but I don't know, it looks like he's going to get pushed back again. Jono's definitely not building his special unit. Doesn't care about the Teutonic Knights. Doesn't need them. Don't want them, don't need them. Taylor's trying to, Jono's trying to do a move. 52-52. Holy cow. And it feels like Taylor's almost being protected by Jono's buildings, it feels like. Things are getting serious over there. 53-53. When we look at our militaries, they're neck and neck. No one's got idle villagers. Taylor's got a little more villagers than Jono does. KD is almost 1-to-1. But Jono is holding like a champ right here. We're starting to see that same treatment that Taylor was getting. Jono was getting. Jono is now giving. And all of the troops trying to get to the front. Taylor's now taken over the high score. First time almost all game, it seems like. Jono's been leading this. Now they're starting to move forward, starting to get in. Is that villager? No, Jono's got more villagers than Taylor does. Jono's got about 40 idle villagers though. They're not doing anything for him. He's putting them in castles, using them for defensive pop. And Taylor's getting into Jono. I think this may be the game, unless we see a swing. Holy cow. And there you have it, boys. Taylor pulled it off. Let's look at some stats just real quick. Military-wise, I mean, neck and neck scores. The economy, obviously, that's the end of the game. Economy doesn't really count. Technology goes to Jono. Society, 1-to-1 KD. Holy cow. GG, boys. Until next time, we out.